been a long time coming. They ain't cuffing my cloth, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100.
Welcome to TTP Conversations. I'm your host, Demetrius Ross. Coming at you with different topics, different subject matters, trying to bridge the gap between some social issues, parenting issues, all of which are part of a process. And hoping to capture these processes and talk with some of you guys about some of the things that I've been through, some of the experiences. Hope to be able to share them with you. Hope to be able to receive some feedback. Open up a whole new world of communication, at least for me anyway, because I know what I'm doing is not something new. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm just trying to tell my story and give an opportunity to those to tell their story and try to make a difference wherever I can, one interview at a time, one conversation at a time. It's what it's all about for me. So the TTP originated from, I guess with me, it's not something that is a secret. More or less, it's just a concept, and this concept is called trust in the process. I say TTP because trust the process has been watered down. I mean, you can type in the phrase, and you're going to get a whole lot of conversations about it, but what it meant to me and how it actually came to pass and was facilitated and, I should say manifested through a football season. And that football season, based on things that I was going through prior to being offered that position, it just really brought a lot to the forefront. And this channel that I'm trying to create is going to capture a lot of the different things throughout my career, throughout the many different people that I've met with, the wonderful people that I continue to talk to, the individuals that share like sentiments, and those who are in complete opposition of what I'm talking about. I guess that's what it's all about, is to be able to have a platform where you can be heard, to give others an opportunity to express what it is that's on their mind, and keep it authentic. You know, you heard me mention before, people used to say, keep it real. I remember when I was working in as a director in one of the positions that I had over my career. And as that director, I used to run a group called Keep It at 100. And it was a men's group because I worked at a facility that was geared towards men re-entering into society who was coming off of a sentence from prison. And as a director there, I just made it a point to want to talk about some of these things that were important to me. And I thought it was equally important for these men to be able to understand and maybe work through, because their world that they last remembered was different than the world that they were going to be entering into. But nevertheless, TTP for me is just that. It's about trusting the process, but which process? You know, there's several different processes that I'm referring to. I want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about parenting. I want to get perspective on some of these other kids and what some of their processes look like. Understanding how to relate and what the process is of communicating between different generations, you know, and how that incorporates into relationship, parenting, sports, coaching. I mean, you name it. The subject matter is going to be endless for what we are able to talk about and embark on. The concept is going to be the same. I had a great conversation this morning with some brothers that I grew up with that are doing tremendous work in the community in their respective passions. So I'm going to have them on. We're going to talk about things. We're going to really start affecting some real change where we can. I'm not trying to take on the whole world. The world is huge, but if we can change the environment, or one person or two or three people within the environment in which we serve, then mission well done. So join me on this wild ride that we are about to go on with TTP Conversations. My whole thing is authentic, all the way up to the point of honesty, to where you know what I'm talking about, but I'm not putting myself in such a way to where I'm offending a lot of people. Although that's going to happen, because you can't make everybody happy all the time, and sometimes we're going to have things to say that people are not going to agree with, and that's cool. Again, I'm doing it to be able to shed light on my failures, my successes, and hopes to give others an opportunity to learn as I continue to learn, and just take a different approach or have a different perspective on how some things are. I want to talk about some things that challenge people, that challenge me. Because if you're not being challenged, then you're not growing. If you're not getting uncomfortable, then you're standing still, waiting to die. I want to challenge some norms to be able to awaken the youth. I look around and realize people, like I was telling my buddies earlier, that I'm up now, in OG. So, you can't tell with the little bit of gray that I got on me right now that I'm becoming an elder to some people. So it's time for me to step into that role. I definitely want to talk about some social issues in the process of change and just looking forward to the conversations that are yet to be had, new ideas, new concepts, and see where this thing takes us. Again, super excited about what's to come. I hope y'all rock with me. I'm going to break this down as best as possible. I'm new to the game, so any ideas are welcome. Anything that you have that you can share with me to help make my experience better, a little bit easier when it comes to the process of being able to produce good product, please don't hesitate. Reach out, let me know. Information is on the channel. Please subscribe if you're feeling what I'm saying. Subscribe to tell me you're not. Either way, them subscriptions is what I'm looking for. Your comments, questions, statements, anything you would like to add, anything you would like to hear me talk about or bring to the forefront, please drop it in the chat. At the TTP with authentic conversations following. I'll holler at you, man. Appreciate you giving me your time. Peace.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They ain't cuffing my cloth, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 problems, and I still kept it.